welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 21st of September 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and today I'm reading with Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. And let's purify with this Alvarez Gomez Cologne from Spain. 3 sprays in this big room is more than sufficient. Let's see what's in the cards for everybody today. Let's start out with the 10 of Wands, followed by the 2 of Swords, and then the Ace of Coins. So it's a very clear path to victory today. There's a lot of maybe financial worry or financial upset, or it's actually coming out as burden, heavily burdened. And it's saying that all you need is to focus your mind. You need to focus your mind and just allow the resolution to come through as it will. A lot of times we have a problem trusting that the universe knows what it's doing. And so we think that if we can get our own ideas in there, that will help things along. And that usually is not the case. It's usually the opposite. And you can just notice that just like in how the environment is, how humans think, well, we know better than nature. We know better than nature. And I remember back during the pandemic and nobody was driving, and I walked out and I said, oh my gosh, look at how beautiful everything is. The sky is clear. The birds are singing. It's just, you could just feel nature had healed itself within a couple weeks, and the same thing goes with stuff like this, like whatever this issue is that you have. Nature or the universe naturally knows what's good for you. And if you can just pull back, get your mitts off it a little bit, and just keep your mind focused, not necessarily focused meaning you will give me this money now, you will give me this money now. Instead, just focus your mind on being peaceful and being at one with the inner truth of who you are, being at one with inner peace. If you can just focus on quieting your mind and being peaceful, all of it just takes care of itself. It just the path of least resistance is opened up and everything works out. And it flies in the face to everything that we are taught, that we have to have very clear vision and we have to know exactly what we want and we have to tell the universe what to do. And if we don't tell the universe over and over and over again what to do, it's going to get lost. It's going to lose our file. And what we don't realize is that when we do that, we burden ourselves. We overburden ourselves with tension and upset. And that's what the deep mind starts to manifest for us. So if we just let go of everything and just for today, pretend like you don't want anything. Just pretend like everything is the only thing you want is inner peace. Let's put it that way. Let's pretend that everything that you thought you wanted no longer is important to you. And all you want is inner peace today. And you focus your mind on that inner peace, and you'll notice everything just kind of falls in your lap in ways that you had no clue. You had no clue that it could work out so easily and amazingly and effectively and creatively. So dropping those burdens. And if you can't drop the burden just by relaxing, then drop it verbally. Just say, I cast this burden on the spirit within me and I go free. But the spirit within you wants to be at peace, wants to stop the mind chatter. Stop coming up with ideas today. Okay, 9 of Cups. Devil. We like a good devil card, don't we? This is a nice one. Look at him. Okay, we've got the Page of Cups. Okay, so the 9 of Cups is satisfaction. So it's really a choice. Do I want to be satisfied or do I want to be burdened? Do I want to be satisfied or do I want to be burdened? Do I want to be at peace or do I want to be attached to a specific outcome? Do I want Well, and this here is the choice. Once you let go of that, once you let go of this need for things to be a certain way, and just choose inner peace. Peace is my only goal today. That's a great way to put it. I have one goal today, and that's peace. Once you get to that, then you no longer have a choice. It's saying then the choices are gone. You don't have to choose between anything. All you have is good news or good news. Do you want good news or do you want good news? Do you want to be successful or do you want to be successful? Do you want to be happy or do you want to be happy? That's really what the choice turns out to be once you drop the attachment to things being a certain way today. Or the opposite of that, the ego can be, kind of slick. Instead of attached to the way you want it, the way you things want to be, being attached to the way you want things to be, it'll say, well, no, we want to be attached to the way we don't want things. We want to be attached to things not working out a certain way. I don't care what it is as long as it's not that. Oh, it can be anything it wants as long as it's not that. That still is burdening your mind. That still is not letting the flow happen. That's still not trusting that the universe already knows. Do you think that the universe is so stupid that it hasn't been hearing you over and over and over and over again telling it what you want? It's ready. But what's standing in the way, it's saying, is you, not putting yourself in that posture of receiving. And somebody said, well, why don't you, how do I receive? I don't understand. How do I receive? How do you take a breath? You just do it. You just drop all your resistance. You just relax. And one thing you can do is busy your mind with one thing only. The only goal I have today is peace. Nothing else concerns me at all. One goal, peace. So that means that no matter what's going on, you ask yourself, what am I choosing? Am I choosing peace or am I choosing something else? If I'm choosing something else, no matter how fabulous I think it is, I need to drop it. I need to drop it and go for the peace, since that's my goal. And what you get out of that is everything you wanted plus everything else that you didn't even know was an option for you. It's not like, well, at least I'll have peace and I don't have anything else, but that's okay. No. Peace is a package deal. It's like when you like the Sandals resorts, everything's included. It's all inclusive, and that includes your food, it includes your excursions, it includes your hotel, it includes everything, right? Peace is a much better version of that than Sandals, okay? Peace is all inclusive in that it includes all your desires in forms that are even better than anything that you could come up with. That's what it's saying here. So this inner peace is everything. And the devil has to do with attachment and fear. And attachment is a type of fear. If I don't get this, then I'm afraid of what'll happen. I have to be in control of every little aspect of my life. Or even if it's not that, I have to be in control of this aspect of my life at least. And today is a wonderful day to just change your mind and to say, well, that hasn't been working. Let's try something else. Let's try something else. Let me not be in charge of any of it today. Let me just not be in charge of any of it today. And then I get the satisfaction. Then I get the good news, and definitely the prosperity, because it seems like a lot of this has to do with I don't have enough money, or I don't have enough resources, or whatever. I can't get my needs met. And I understand how that feels. It's a horrible feeling. But the idea that more effort, more burden, more mental effort, more brain power is going to somehow help you is misguided, and you've proven to yourself that it doesn't work because you've been trying that. maybe this spell, maybe this thing, maybe this thing. And you're going onto the internet. Well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Those kinds of things, that's all part of the devil. That's all part of that fear. And instead, today, the recommendation that I'm getting from this reading is try something else. Try silence, try peace, and try not having a judgment about your circumstances. Just let everything be exactly the way it is, and have one goal, and one goal only. My only goal is peace, no matter what the situation is. And that doesn't mean that anything about choosing circumstances which will bring me peace. That's backwards. No, I'm going for the peace, and I understand that it's all inclusive. So I'm just going to go for the peace and let everything work out the way it works out. And you're going to be very happy about the outcome when you do that. But that's even, I hesitate even talking to you like that, because then instead of going for the peace, you're going for the outcome, which means you're not really going for peace. You're going for something else, which is a burden. It's a high stress place to be. So just go for the peace today, and don't have one day, just one day today, where you're not worried about anything. Just not worried about a thing, not burdened by anything. You're not concerned about the future. You're not concerned about what's coming around the corner. You're not concerned about things being any way. Instead, the only thing you're focused on is inner peace. And that's something you can control just by having it be your goal, and just noticing when you're upset, when you're burdened, when you're tense, and just all you have to do is relax that part of your body. The body will be the barometer of how peaceful you are, and you can always relax. Yes, and I know people say, I can't relax. Yes, you can. Your body has to obey you. You just have to be vigilant with it. You have to be consistent, and don't take tension as an inevitability. You focus on one goal today, peace, and you just relax into that peace over and over and over again, and let everything else take care of itself. You can go back to being tense tomorrow, but today is a tension-free day, no matter what seems to be going on, because no matter what else is going on outside of you, it has nothing to do with you. The only thing that you have to concern yourself is your one and only goal, and that is peace. And you're going to do great. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. We'll be back tomorrow with another daily reading. Until then, blessed be.